welcome back to LDB Games. I'm Lord Darthbawlz, and in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I've spent on Raid Shadow Legends, and I'm going to figure out a budget for myself, because my spending is fairly inconsistent, and sometimes it's a little excessive. So budgeting is super important, and I've been taking a hard look at my finances lately, so that includes Raid. So I'm gonna share in an Excel spreadsheet. It's gonna be a little white, so bear with the change. Now, what I've got here is every year that I've played Raid, how much money I spent. This is a little embarrassing. That's quite a bit of money to spend on a video game that doesn't actually net any any income. That was my first year. I started playing in February of 2020, right before the world came to a screeching halt. And it looks like I really enjoyed playing this game. Let's take a look. Right, so I just broke it out. Right, here's quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4. I started February, so it didn't even. Let's open the months up, so we can see the full year of 2020, right? February, I didn't spend any money, and it looks like I got super hype in March and spent, it was nearly, actually, I think that is my biggest month. Maybe could be beat somewhere next year, but in this year, my second month playing this game was the most money I spent that year. April, May, June, looks like after April, I realized what I was doing and told myself I need to stop spending money. And didn't last for too long because July came back up. I have this, you can see this little dip, right? I spend quite a bit and I go back down and I stop spending quite a bit. So then let's head into 2021, because actually, yeah. And in 2021, my spending got a lot better, right? You can see it was 900 for the year. February and August were my biggest 2 months. It looks like basically most of the money I spent in 2021 was in 4 months: January, February, June, and August. Still, however, netting close to $1,000 for the year. In 2022, I did a really good job. I'm proud of myself for 2022. I spent way less money. Right? I basically only spent in, 5 months out of the year, I only spent money. And only 2 of them were over 100. So, go me. Right? And then, in 2023, I really started going in on YouTube. And now this, I think this was a guarantee. March? I think that was the Michinaki guaranteed event. And I think I spent a little, I don't think it's all related to that. Because what I realized and what I've noticed in my own habits is I spend the most money on shards. If we take a look at 2020, right? I probably spent, and this is going back way far. In the beginning, I didn't only spend money on shards. I spent some money on like energy packs and multi-battles so that I could play, because I was only playing mobile. It wasn't until later in the year 2020 that I started playing on a desktop. And I used BlueStacks for a while. But the reason my spending teetered off into 2021, the last big burst, I remember this now. Quarter 3 of 2021, this was when there was a 2x Void event, and I had 1 man-eater. So I spent quite a bit of money on Void Shards alone to get the second man-eater. And then following that, you can see my spending really trails off. So it's interesting, I kind of like built myself a foundation in the game with my initial, first year, almost $3,000. That's insane. I can't believe I spent that much money. I mean, if you look at my total, right, 4481. If we take 2721 into 4481, literally 60% of the money that I spent in Raid was spent in my first year. And if we go to today, right, I've spent more money. I have spent more money in 2023 than I did in the entirety of 2022. And that's only the first 5 months. So I think something needs to happen, right? I don't have the days broken down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build myself a budget. And this isn't going to be like a normal budget, right? Um, I'm going to give myself a monthly spend allowance, but I don't have to use it. And I stress that because what I'm going to do with the money that I don't spend is I'm going to invest it back into myself. I'm going to buy stocks or dividends, or I'm going to throw it into my investment portfolio. Do you spend money on the lottery? Are you trying to get better at saving? Do you not understand investments yet? Well, here is a great way to get started in investing back in yourself while at the same time getting some of that rush that we all look for when we play the lottery. Yada is a web bank that allows you to deposit money into it, and for every X amount of dollars you deposit into your Yada account, they give you tickets. And the tickets, just like a lottery ticket, are a set of 5 random numbers and a multiplier. You can play by yourself, you can join a pool with some friends of yours, and every week they have a drawing. And what happens is you can win. You can actually win a tremendous amount of money. Someone named Nicolette here out of Georgia in 2022 won $500,000. There are winners that have won tens of thousands of dollars. Me, I haven't won this kind of money. I have not been this fortunate. I believe, yeah, here we go. Oh, look at that. Over the last week, I won close to $1. Not quite. All time, I've won maybe $7, 7 and change. Last 7 days, I won 40 cents, right? It's small. It adds up. It's kind of fun. And it doesn't cost me anything. When you go to the store and you buy a lottery ticket, you're spending money to potentially win. Here, to potentially win, you're saving money. So if you're interested in playing the lottery while at the same time saving money for purchases that you want to make in the future or emergencies that may come up that you need some extra cash for, you can use this QR code on screen or go to Yada's website. I'm going to link it down in the description below and use the referral code LDBSaves to get yourself a boatload of tickets to get started. Free tickets to play the lottery while you save money. Check it out. So we're going to do a raid budget moving forward. And I think I'm going to limit myself to $50 a month. And if I don't spend the $50, it will not carry over into the next month. And instead, I'm going to take that $50 and I'm going to put it into an investment. So it's essentially I'm rewarding myself for discipline, right? If I can discipline myself enough to not spend money in this game, that money will then go to an area to build on itself, right? Because when you invest it, presumably you earn interest of some kind, and the more money you put in, the more interest you get. It builds on itself. It has value to it. Whereas the things we buy in this game don't really have value. Well, listen, value is a complicated concept, right? Value is whatever someone is willing to pay for something. So people are willing to pay 20 some odd dollars for a sacred chart. That means that its value is $20, $25, right? That's just basic economics. However, what you get from Raid Shadow Legends has no real life inherent value. It has no monetary resale. It has no passive income. It has no interest gained. It's a one-time shot in the dark for. It's basically like a drug, right? Like a shot of dopamine, or like a hit of weed, or some whatever your vice is, right? Even nicotine would be considered that, right? Because what are you doing? But you're spending money on something that feels good, not that builds value long term. So I'm gonna limit myself to only $50 in a month, and if I don't spend that $50, it's not going in Raid. It's going somewhere else. And what I'm gonna do is every decision that I make and decide to spend money in this game, I'm going to make a video about it. to keep myself accountable. Now, I'm actually, as I'm talking, I'm wondering if I want to keep it at 50 or if I want to make it 100, because I've been at, like, you know, just this year alone, I mean, March I spent $400. I don't want to spend another $400, right? But if you think about it, in May, I bought 2 packs of shards. $54. I couldn't have bought that on this budget. And sometimes I like, because the monthly raid shard pack, the monthly shard packs are what I think I've spent the most on, or I've bought the most amount of times. But I don't really want to commit to spending potentially more than 50 a month. That's the real problem, right? If we take 400, what I spent in Q1, and we divide it by 3 months, that's $133 a month. And I mean, like, just compare that to almost $3,000 in a year. Like, I mean, what is that? That is obscenely ridiculous, right? That's $226 a month on this video game. Okay, well, I'm not doing this, that's for sure. And I'm not doing this either. Let's see if... All right, what would be 400? No, I did 400. No, 400 for the year. That's $30 a month. That's what 2022 would have equated to on a monthly basis. Now, that's not enough to merit getting an actual pack. Because if I spend, right, the offers that they give me cost more money. So I think I'm going to increase this just slightly. And I'm going to make it 75. Even that feels too high. I think I should make it 60. So that if I want to get to $24.99 packs, right? Is that what these are? or a $49.99 pack, I can. I think that's it. And that's got to be a hard cap. And I can't spend more than that. And again, if I don't spend it in 1 month, it's not like I get 120 next month. No. If I don't spend it, I have to put it into something that gains value long term. That's what I'm committing to myself. And honestly, that's a pretty good habit, right? Because you're rewarding a positive behavior, right? Pavlov's classical conditioning. I don't want to be investing money in this game, right? It just goes to the aristocrats that net just what I think I watched Hades' video. It was like $6 million in revenue for their video game subset alone. Aristocrat makes billions of dollars on casinos. And this game is fun, yes. Is it worth $3,000 a month? No. A year? No. Is it worth $400 a year? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe it's... But here I'm attributing it as more than that, right? Because $400 a year would be $33 a month. That's a single pack. A single low-cost pack. Unless you buy, like, the $14.99 ones. You can get away with 2 of those? Yeah, you can get away with 2 of those. Let's leave it at 60. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at 60. And we can come back to this, right? A budget's supposed to be spongeable. Not spongeable. It's supposed to be dynamic, right? You're supposed to set a budget and keep to it, but then you can optimize it as time goes on. So let's keep it at $60 a month. Let me know down in the comments below. Do you have a certain amount of money that you let yourself spend every month? Do you know how much money you spend on Raid in a month? Do you want to know how much money you spend in Raid every month? Or are you a free-to-play player and you look at these packs and contemplate them every single time you play? Because this game is insane, right? Like, let's go back to the actual game, right? Let's see for a second how many ads. I mean, oh, look at that. I only have 1 right now. I'm surprised. What does it do? It throws them in your face, right? And it launches them during special events or special time things to make you feel like you're missing out. Well, I'm here to tell you, you're not going to miss out. It's just a video game. But it's one that really tugs at our need for dopamine and our need for a rush or of like, it's just like a casino. It makes sense that Aristocrat owns casinos, right? and slots and all that, because this game is a video game casino. Think about this. This is like the slot machines or craps or something. There's just stuff around it, right? Coloring it and making it all pretty. So there it is. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna get off my soapbox. Let me know what you think down below. Do you think you could hold yourself to this if you spend more? And if you spend less, do you think this is too much? I'd be interested to know your thoughts. Let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. I appreciate the view. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so that I can start doing giveaways for free resources for you guys. So if that is something that appeals to you, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. It takes you maybe 1 or 2 seconds to do so, yet the value to me is incredible, and I would be greatly appreciative of that. And if you did find this entertaining, humorous, informative, in any shape or form, hit that like button. That tells YouTube to push this video out to other people so they can get the value out of it too. I'm Lord Darthbawlz. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next video. Enjoy your raid.